Hello, Lyndhurst. Welcome to Lyndhurst Community News. I'm Brian Haggerty, and my voice is almost 100% back. Thank you for all the well wishes. And here's what's happening around the township. But first, before we begin, if you have any news from your club, your organization, your church, school, your team, whatever the case may be, birthdays, anniversaries of note, send them to lyndhurstcommunitynews@gmail.com. Don't worry, that will be in the description box below, so you don't have to write it down. And also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel or click like on our Facebook page so you'll never miss an episode. And each episode comes out every Wednesday unless something comes up which will preclude me from doing so. All right, let's get right into the news this week. The Knights of Columbus of Sacred Heart are having a chicken dinner on Saturday, November 4th. It's going to be held at the Lady of Mount Carmel Parish Center, which is at 146 Copeland Avenue. Now, each dinner will contain a rotisserie chicken, 1.5 pounds of potatoes, that's a lot of potatoes, vegetables, salad, dessert, and a chance for a basket of joy. So for $18, and also in addition to the $18, which is the cost of the dinner, you may make a donation if you wish, because in honor of our veterans, a portion of the proceeds that are raised from this dinner shall be donated to the Lyndhurst Veterans Alliance. So bring your family, bring your friends to support our veterans for a sit-down dinner at 3 p.m. By the way, you could also, if you don't have to sit down, you could take it to go. From, let's see here, takeout is from 4:30 to 6 p.m. Now, you do have to reserve your dinner online, and I'm going to put the link in the description box below because the deadline to order is November 1st. Obviously, they need to know how many chickens they need. So, get ready for that. Mark your calendars again, November 4th, Knights of Columbus Chicken Dinner. And more news this week from the Women's Club. So members were recently involved in a donation of 36 backpacks filled with school supplies to support the Emmanuel Cancer Foundation, which is located in Midland Park, New Jersey. The foundation is the state project of the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs of the General Federation of Women's Clubs. The Emmanuel Cancer Foundation provides New Jersey families facing the crisis of pediatric cancer a place to turn for comfort and support with free counseling, material, and emergency financial assistance. They were also proud, again with the Women's Club, we're also proud to support the New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs of GFWC by partnering with Operation Yellow Ribbon and Operation Jersey Cares, and participating as well in Operation Holiday Stocking. The members filled roughly 36 holiday stockings with various supplies and goodies that will be shipped to active-duty U.S. troops serving overseas. The New Jersey State Federation of Women's Clubs is hoping to make the military servicemen and women overseas feel the warmth of home by sending them these filled with Christmas goodies in their stockings. Now, the Women's Club of Lyndhurst is always happy to welcome new members to their club. Meetings are held on the second Wednesday of each month at the Lyndhurst Community Center. For more information, contact Ellen Nangle at 201-456-0712. I'll leave her name and number as well in the description box below. And I want to tell you something. If you are an older, retired individual and you want to get involved with the Women's Club, they have so much going on. And I know most of them. I've known most of them my entire life. And they're always doing wonderful things, not only for the community, but around the community, and many activities to keep you busy. So give them a join. It's a wonderful organization. All right, so now moving on to Lyndhurst Police Department promotions. So last week, the Lyndhurst Police Department had several officers being promoted. These promotions came as the result of several retiring police officers whose ranks became vacated, and now those ranks can be filled. The recommendations for promotion come from Chief Richard Jarvis, and then they are officially named and sworn in by Mayor Robert Giangiarusso, who serves as the Director of Public Safety. The 5 officers were sworn in during a promotional ceremony held the other day inside of Town Hall. William Capp was promoted to the rank of sergeant, and Joseph White, Michael Jangerusso, Matthew Junta, and Steve Batista were elevated to the rank of detective. Sergeant Capp will be assigned to the patrol division. Detective White will be assigned to the SRO division and serve as the juvenile investigator. And Detectives Jangerusso, Junta, and Batista will be assigned to the Criminal Investigation Division. So congratulations to the officers who all have been promoted this week. In other town news, I've seen a great many people asking about why their water has been discolored lately. Now, that's the result of our DPW, who has been flushing our fire hydrants this month. Now, flushing fire hydrants is something all water lines must do annually. It's not just something that happens in Lyndhurst, or even semi-annually. It flushes out sediments from the pipes. Now, it is temporary, and again, while they're flushing out that sediment may come out of your spigots and make the water look brown. It's temporary, usually only lasts a few hours, and if you run your water for a little bit, it will begin to be clear. Now, not everyone's water discolors, and yet some do, and some look pretty bad. And this can be a great cause of concern for those who do not know why the water is discolored. But again, it is temporary. Now, I did notice there were a good many people on Facebook who were concerned. Some were complaining because they said they were never informed. However, the town did announce it on their website and social media platforms. But more important, I encourage those of you who do not have the official Township of Lyndhurst Office of Emergency Management app to download it today. This app is excellent, will keep you informed of everything. It sends notifications directly to your phone. And not only did it report on the many fire hydrants in various sections of town being flushed, but it will also give you notifications of all matters such as traffic, accidents, road closures, planning alternate routes, street sweeper updates, as well as any emergency information during a rain or a snow event or any other emergency. So I highly encourage everyone to download this very important app. You'll always know exactly what is happening regarding any public notifications or emergencies. Now we're going to do a little update from the Lyndhurst Merchants Association. So this week on Tuesday, the newly activated Lyndhurst Merchants Association met for its 3rd meeting held at Vinnie Mutz's. In attendance this time were representatives of 8 local businesses, so it's already growing. As one of our first projects, we will be hosting a food drive for the coming holiday season. Items collected will be donated to the Lyndhurst Food Bank, as well as other local food banks which are run by our local churches. Boxes for collection will be located in various businesses throughout the township, and we'll notify you right here, the listeners, as soon as we know where those locations will formally and officially be. If you're a local business owner and would like to join our organization, you can send an email to me here at lyndhurstcommunitynews@gmail.com, as I am now the new official membership coordinator. So we meet once a month on the 3rd Tuesday of the month at 9 a.m. Now, we've been meeting at Vinnie Mutz's for now, but we plan to rotate our meetings to other establishments as we grow. So I now want to do a spotlight on a new local business. In fact, this business owner was in attendance at our meeting on Tuesday, and she's now a member of the Lyndhurst Merchants Association. Now, the name of the business is Body Magic, and the owner is Audrey, and she's located in the new salon suites that are located in the TJ Maxx Mall across from the town hall. I was able to stop by Audrey's suite and have her introduce herself and her business to the listeners. So let's cut to Audrey and have her tell you all about the services that she offers.
Well, hi, Brian. Thanks for visiting me at my business today. I'm a newer business in town. My name's Audrey Acevedo, and I am the owner of Body Magic. I'm a holistic bodywork studio. I'm located right in the center of town in my salon suite. So I've been here for about 3 months, and the services I offer for our community are body rejuvenation and recovery. So based on your lifestyle, your activity level, I can help you regain range of motion in your joints. I can help you regain flexibility or improve if you're looking to improve. I also offer non-invasive body contouring. So this is just a great alternative to anyone that might want to make small changes to their physique but doesn't want to go under the knife. So this is another route for that. In addition, I also have recovery tools that complement those services. So air compression, I have cupping, I have holistic wood therapy. So just exploring different ways to aid us in our recovery, our wellness, relaxation, and rejuvenation. So that's what Body Magic is about. I thank you so much for stopping in today, and hope to see some of the local community listening to this podcast today in the studio.
Okay, thank you, Audrey. And if you want to contact Audrey for her services, or if you have any questions about her services and how they could work for you, give her a call at 908-967-1089. I will leave that in the description box below. And again, she is located in the new Salon Suites in the TJ Maxx Mall. And remember, folks, supporting our local businesses is vital to our community's economy as well as our tax base. And before you buy something online, check to see if there's a local business from which you can purchase the same item or service locally. And this is why I will continue to do local business spotlights so that the listeners can learn all about the many wonderful local merchants located in town. Okay, and now for some news that is not necessarily Lyndhurst news, but this man is well known in our community, and he's been assisting our local emergency management for many, many years. His name is Tony Mondaro. Tony has been a first responder most of his life, and he's also an EMT in North Arlington. He's a resident of Harrison, but he's truly known for his own weather bureau. Many of you may know him as Harrison Weather. That's the name of his weather bureau. Now, recently, Tony received the prestigious 2023 John Campanius Holm Award for the National Weather Service. It's an honor bestowed upon cooperative observers for their outstanding contributions to meteorological observations. It's named after the first person known to have taken systematic weather observations in the American colonies. So this thing goes back a long, long time. So this award is a testament to Tony's dedication and his hard work. So congratulations, Tony, and thank you for all that you do. Now, many people in Lyndhurst, and again, this is why I bring this up, many of you follow his Facebook page. It's called Harrison Weather. Now, over the years, he has become the go-to guy for the most accurate forecast in our area. So if you don't follow him, you can find him on Facebook as Harrison Weather and click the follow button. Tony always cuts right to the chase, and he never, ever sensationalizes the weather like TV weather people do. I mean, after all, the moment there's a threat of snow or rain, all of the weather reporters try to get you to tune in because that helps their ratings. But if you want to know the facts, if you want to know how bad of a threat something really is or isn't, just follow Tony. If it's bad, he'll say so. But usually, he downplays the reports and the hype that the sensationalized media are reporting. So again, give him a follow. He's the go-to guy. I know so many people in this town who follow him, I being one. And, of course, he's also been a near lifelong friend of my brother's. So, again, thank you, Tony, and congratulations on an award well deserved. And finally, a solemn yet memorable and heartfelt moment to report on this week. Members and friends of Roosevelt School this week planted a tree in honor of Nicholas Simicata, a local 20-year-old who passed away suddenly this past March, leaving his family, his large circle of friends, as well as the community, stunned and in disbelief at the unexpected loss of such a young man. Nicky, as he was called by all who knew him, was a wonderful, handsome, kind, sweet, and intelligent young man whose life was filled with so much promise. He was an athlete, and he was even an entrepreneur, a devoted son, brother, and friend. His smile was definitely contagious, and his personality always lit up a room. The tree is located on the corner of the front lawn at Roosevelt School, along with a plaque in his honor. And Nicky will always be in our hearts. And I'd like to end this week with a very nice email I received from a new family to the township who has moved here from Pennsylvania. Now, one of the main reasons I had begun this podcast was to help the newer residents learn about and feel a part of our community. So this shows that we are accomplishing that very goal. I will read the email to you. And she writes, "Good morning. I'm new to town, and I have a 5-year-old son who absolutely loves Halloween parades and trick-or-treating. We come from Pennsylvania, and in our hometown, they host a Halloween parade. They also had a truck-or-treat at the local fire station." She asks if I can include the dates and locations to the Halloween events. And she also asked that I give a big shout-out to the teachers and staff in Roosevelt and Washington School for giving her family such a warm welcome and help with getting to know the area. She said, quote, "Lyndhurst is beautiful, and we are so happy to be a part of this community. We look forward to attending local events and supporting local businesses." And she continues, "Thank you for your channel. It really helps to get to know the town. Coming from Pennsylvania." And she signed it with warmest regards. Now, I'm not going to mention her name because she hadn't gotten back to me in time of the recording of this broadcast because I asked for permission whether or not I would use her name. But anyway, that's a wonderful email. And but just to answer some of your questions about Halloween events, every year the Parks Department has a Halloween parade. It begins and ends in the park, and there's festivities, games, as well as other things for the children. Now, I checked all township calendars, including the Parks Department, and I can't find any notice regarding the parade. Now, I'm assuming it's on. There's no way they're not going to have that. So I also assume it will be held most likely on the weekend of the 28th, which would be that Saturday. The 29th is Sunday. Now, as soon as I know, I will report on that. Hopefully, we will have that for next week. Now, as for the schools, they each have their own celebrations, which are set up between the parents and the teachers, and they usually consist of a trunk or treat, a DJ, and fun times and games for the children. So you will most definitely be notified by your school of any planned events. But again, thank you so much for your email, and welcome to Lyndhurst. So that's about all the news this week. Remember to email your news to us. Our email is in the description box below. All notification phone numbers, websites, email addresses, whatever I mention in any broadcast is always listed in the description box below. And remember to check the batteries in your smoke and CO2 detectors. They save lives. And thank you to our volunteer firemen, our volunteer first responders. And that's another thing new people in town should know is that we have a volunteer fire department and an evening volunteer first aid squad. These people give of their time to help save people's lives. And it's the firemen who always say to me, make sure you remind everybody, check your smoke detectors and CO2 detectors. And as always, remember that a community is not its houses, it's not its roads, it's not its buildings. A community is its people. So be sure to get to know your neighbors and check on regularly any seniors or elderly living in your neighborhood. After all, one day, when we are in that position, we would hope they would do the same. This is Brian Haggerty wishing you a wonderful week. God bless you, and God bless our township.